What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel LexxExpress, checking out yet another WWE 2K22 video, man. If you guys want to subscribe to the US champion so you don't miss out on another stream, hold on, freeze pose. Consider subscribing to the channel. Don't miss out on another stream or video. So here, we're going to be talking about the new screenshots that we got from the Legends trailer. Let's dig right in and check them out. Yeah, one thing that I've noticed instantly with 2K22 that is so different from all the other WWE games we've gotten is the presentation. The presentation looks so freaking good. They have new angles that we had never seen before, and the way that the camera really pans around the Titantron and focuses on the superstar dead center and also in different angles that we can honestly feel like we're watching it on TV. That's what's been amazing to see. And a lot of people are saying that this game looks similar to the other WWE games. No, it does not. Guys, pay close attention to the lighting. I'm telling you, it's really one of the key features in this brand new WWE experience that we're going to have that we didn't have before. The lighting back then wasn't as good as it is now, along with the shadows and the textures. Is just everything is on a whole nother level. From the LED boards in the background to the freaking baton that I think that's how you call it, right? The stick, the police officer stick. Just look at the LED panels blurred out. You can see the dots and just everything looking so legitimately real, right? And I mentioned in the video when I saw, like, look at the texture on the leather strap across his chest. You can see a little bit of the hairs around his chest too. The patches on his shirt look like patches. And I'm not saying that WWE games in the past looked bad. They didn't look bad, right? These WWE games have always had, like, for the most part, they've always had good graphics, except for like 2K20 and very few instances. These games are always known to be good looking games, but this one, especially for the year that it's coming out, where it's not a true next gen experience where they did it specifically for next gen. This is a year that we're going to get WWE on PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and PC. So considering the fact that it's a multiple platform game coming out across all consoles and they're able to achieve this amount of detail, just imagine what the future holds. They're using the same technology from NBA 2K, and it's noticeable, instantly noticeable. The levels of darkness, along with the blue shadows in the background and the LED panel across the arena, the crowd being blurred out so you could lock in on Big Boss Man, the shadow of Big Boss Man right there, then and there on the barricade. You could see his little front hair pointing up. You could see his, like, his body form. Shadows have never looked better. Again, look at the belt across his back now. And look at his belt across his waist. Those are things that weren't as good as it is right here, right now. So we can sit here and say that the graphics are similar. I mean, it's a WWE game. But to say that this looks the same or that it's disappointing, I think you guys are not paying close attention. Now, Big Boss Man is not one of my favorite stars, but I just wanted to show Big Boss Man's, entrance here because I thought it was one of the more interesting ones that we've seen, with patches and layers on the clothes, with the lighting and the entrance, kind of dimming down. So ultimately, the result here is a natural and realistic presentation. Now here, the screenshot might crack a little bit because I am pausing the video to get these shots. But if you look at the reaction of both of these men, they're both basically screaming. Macho Man right there, obviously in pain. Big Boss Man with force. Look at how his hand is bending in a way where you could tell that he is going with the motion. The impact is felt even watching this screenshot. Not even looking at the video, but looking at this shot right here, you could tell that there was action in this shot. And then you see the rope. You guys see the rope break right there? Man, I'm telling you, the amount of detail that I see here is just awesome. And then look at the imperfection with the ring apron. How it kind of like not swirls, but like it's like kind of like a wave. It's like kind of in a wave. And the mat, look at the ring mat. The ring mat actually looks dirty and it has like the same little layers of the one in real life. If you've gone to a real life WWE event, you know that they take out the ring mat. They take it out after, every so often to keep it fresh and clean for the show. This one looks like it has a little bit of wear and tear. So those are the things that I'm looking at closely when I'm watching these videos. I paused them, I analyzed them, and now we're breaking it down for the video because ultimately, like, I don't want to keep hearing the same thing of, oh, this game looks the same and this game looks the same, because no, it doesn't. And you're spreading this false narrative. Now, does every character or everything that they've shown have to look great? No. Shawn Michaels and Beth Phoenix backstage look terrible. We're not going to hide it, They look terrible. Beth Phoenix looks like a robot. She looks like she's being possessed here. She looks a little out of place. Shawn Michaels, his facial features look good, but everybody else is pretty much messed up, and his hair is not even accurate. So, yes, I agree. There is some imperfections, but like to sit here and really complain about all the other stuff, I don't know. But yeah, I'm not going to talk about that throughout the whole video. Just wanted to bring it up to kind of show attention to something that's being created as a false narrative, in my opinion. So even though we had already seen Booker T and we already knew he was in the game and confirmed, I wanted to take this time to, kind of revisit this shot right here that was also used in another video that we saw. Or I know I had this screenshot on here before. So he got the veins right by the strap right there, the elbow pad. You can see the veins popping. Maybe on this video you can't, but look at the detail on the gloves too, how they pop out of his hand, how it's not just a regular leather strapped gloves. And then the sweat feature looks amazing. He just came out. He's ready to fight, but he's also drenched in sweat or even water, because you know that these wrestlers right before coming out, they pour water on themselves. So that could even be water, honestly. Booker T has never looked better. The skin tone, the accuracy of, his hair and his attire as well, with the awesome Titatron in the background. It's just crazy to me. Crazy to me that we're able to achieve this level of detail in year one. I'm going to call this year one of the relaunch, the rebirth of 2K and WWE. In year one of the rebirth, because that's what this is. They're being reborn with all new scans, all new engine. Like, this is going to hit different, guys. And if you have points to prove, by all means, sound off in the comment section. But so far, everything that we've seen here has been golden. So here for this shot, I zoomed in a little bit on Bobby Roode's, back, because I wanted you guys to see the level of shine on his shoulder, his elbow, his forearm, and then look at the boots as well, along with the knee pads. Just how you can tell that the lighting on it is reflecting from all these different materials and characteristics, right? So we see that, and then look at also his haircut, his fade looks tremendous. And Booker T's leg, I know you probably can't tell in this video, but I'm looking at it here up close on the monitor, and you could actually see like kind of like the pores on his thighs. That's insane. That's insane. That's a level of detail that we just haven't had. We're reaching new heights with this game. And the crowd actually looks legit here. It almost passes off as a realistic crowd. Even the people in the clubhouse in the back. Look at the left side right there on the screen. The atmosphere that they've created for this game it rivals some of the best looking games that are out. Just off of atmosphere alone. I'm not saying that this game looks like, again, like The Last of Us or Horizon or Spider-Man or any of those other games. I'm saying the atmosphere itself, like making you believe you're there in a match. That's really what I'm looking for. Now, all we need is the gameplay to match up with the visuals, and this is going to be the best 2K wrestling game ever. For sure. 2K wrestling game, okay? I'm not saying it's going to be the best game ever yet, because we don't know enough about the game, honestly. Between the roster and the game modes, we're still in the unknown. So don't put words in my mouth. I'm saying the best 2K wrestling game ever. Now, even though I can enjoy the level of detail in the pyro that's coming out of the bazooka, and even the bazooka with the LED light and her arm, and like just how her hair looks and all that, we do got to bring out the obvious issue here. And it's that her strap around her left side looks like it's stuck to her body, which is an issue that used to happen in WWE games. It's almost like they scanned it on her, and there's no separation between her body and the bra that she's wearing, if you will. So that's one of the negatives that I could point out. Not everything is perfect, obviously, but there's a lot going on here that we could praise too. Again, we're going back to the whole lighting thing. Look at the crowd and the shadows that the crowd has. It's fascinating, man. It's fascinating. It truly is how crazy they were. How they were able to capture the difference between a regular light, the reflection of the pyros, and an LED light. And the shine on her bra, like her attire, the smoke, the shine of between her shoulder and her elbow. I'm definitely in love with the graphics. There's no doubt about that. I can't hide that, and honestly, I just can't. But this is another good example of different levels of lighting. You know, that's really one of the things that they focused on a lot this year. Besides the obvious scans that they redid and reworked. So I paused it here on purpose. You know, her hair is kind of like getting back and forth because she has really long hair. So it's kind of getting back to where it's supposed to be. And I wanted to show this shot of Chyna because her jawline is right. Her eyes and eyebrows are kind of there. But it's something about her nose and her cheeks that are just a little bit off. You know, they obviously didn't scan her. And this is Chyna in the later years. I think right before leaving WWE. This isn't Chyna with DX. So she looks a little different. This was after she had already done some work on her face, I think. I'm not too sure about that right there. That's just me guessing. But yeah, I mean, she does look good. You could tell that it's Chyna. But unfortunately, you know, rest in peace, Chyna. She's gone. I'd rather have her in the game than not have her. And I'm glad that they're honoring her. You know what I mean? And they're putting her up there with one of the better divas in the division right now, which is Bianca Belair. Bianca's an 86, so Chyna got an 87. And, you know, I think the highest diva, or should I say women's wrestler, is probably going to be like 88, 89. I'm here calling her a diva. Like, they don't even refer to them as divas anymore. But yeah, she looks good, but it's just, you know, unfortunately she's not here with us, so they couldn't scan her. But one can appreciate that, you know, her physique, and like the way that she carries herself in this little presentation that they showed, it definitely gives you the Chyna vibes. So I respect that, and I enjoyed that, at the very least. I absolutely love Macho Man Randy Savage's facial expressions. He's so happy and so eager to get out there and freaking put on a show. And it really translates in this image here with that little smile that he has and his expression, you know, coming out to the ring. Really love and dig the attire and the little hairs that are like popping up out of his head up top. You know, I don't know if you guys can see it. Can you see it there, guys? You see like the little hairs. It's like a little fizzle, right? And then the headband, you could tell it has like the little beads, like the little stitching and everything. Those are the things that you got to look at when you're looking at these videos. Once you see everything that I'm mentioning, you know, between the lighting, and the extra level of detail that they put into the game, which is uncomparable to before, that's when you truly start to like grasp the difference between this game and the other ones that have come before it. You truly get to appreciate what we see, because these videos and some of the other screenshots, we look at it real quick and we're like, oh man, it looks great, and we just move on. We don't like stop and really digest the information that they're giving us. We want more, but we're not really looking at what we have right here, right now. As good as Chyna looks, as good as Macho Man Randy Savage looks, like I mentioned in the reaction video to the trailer, there's just something that seems a little bit off. But you know what? I like that you could see the grit and texture on his face. Usually when we have legends in the game, they kind of have like a smooth skin feel because they weren't scanned or they weren't really worked on. You could tell that there was some work done to Randy Savage. Ultimately, they definitely worked on him. But like Chyna, he's not here with us. Rest in peace, Macho Man. You know, you're missed, you're loved, and we appreciate you, brother. You were one of the greatest to have ever laced up the boots. So much charisma, so much character. I'm glad that we're able to ultimately celebrate him in the game. But with the fact that he's not here with us, you know, it makes it a bit complicated to get the extra attention and detail that they have in all the other superstars that definitely did get scanned. So, you know, you got to take it, you know, it's just, it is what it is. Come on, man. Look at the hair, though. Look at the physics of the hair. Everybody wants the hair to look better and improve. How about we enjoy the physics that they put into the hair this time around? You know, it doesn't look awkward. Yeah, sure, it looks a little stiff because it's all like kind of stuck together in a way. But at the very least, man, at the very least, it has like legit physics, right? Because there's a big difference between this and some of the other games that we play. And it's that these wrestlers, they jump outside the ring, they run around. Like there's just so many different angles and so many things going on that for the hair to move along with the body, it's a little bit complicated. And I don't want to give them a pass on it. I think the hair needs to get worked on tremendously. I think this is a step in the right direction. But, you know, it is cool to see in the video that it at least looks real and it looks authentic with what's happening. You know, we got the legendary elbow drop by Macho Man himself. And, you know, we're kind of grilling it here. We're using a magnifying glass and we're focusing and locking in on it. But ultimately, when you see it like this, you know, you get to enjoy the experience a little better. You know, remember, when we're playing the game, we're not going to be looking at these things with the magnifying glass. We're not even going to really be paying attention to every little thing like that. We're going to be enjoying the match and like kind of being in the moment. It's not the hair and some of the stiff features of it. It's not going to be the focal point because you're going to be worried about freaking kicking your opponent's ass. So there you have it, folks. We are done covering this Legends video that they dropped. We got a lot of screenshots there, and we were able to, you know, kind of take a little closer look at some of the things that we may have not noticed previously. And I'm glad that we got this video out right now. Ultimately, I wanted to do that for this video because I felt like it was the perfect balance. We got Chyna revealed, we got Boss Man, Macho Man, and it was the different attires and lighting that we saw that really made this reveal pop, right? Booker T was there too, and we got to see more of his pyros. But yeah, I'm enjoying these reveals ultimately, and leading up to the game, we're gonna continue to break these down. But I felt like this video was necessary. Just because some of the comments I've been getting on stream and on video. Now, not everyone feels that way. I know a lot of people are happy and we're all celebrating this game together. There's a lot of people that are super hyped just like I am. And I'm not giving them a pass, guys. 2K20 was an epic disaster. We all know that. But why are we going to continue beating that into our head when we're seeing something special develop right before our eyes? Sometimes we're so focused on the negative and the past and this and that we forget to focus and enjoy on what's right then and there. And 2K22, it's looking real nice. All right, so we're going to keep covering the game on here. I'll see y'all real soon. Thank you for tuning in. Peace out.